Hi. Oh my god, so it's here, it's finally here. Just got Z1. This is the first mod. I'd rather do maintenance rather than performance, make sure everything is good to go. So in terms of this, I want the 370 to be able to handle any mods I put on it, and when I beat it, I want it to be good. I want it to be perfect. So that's why I'd rather start out with a good foundation rather than just going straight out with the intakes and a tune. So this is going to be the unboxing for the oil cooler, the Z1 oil cooler, 19 row. So obviously you get all the hardware for it. These are the mounting brackets that go in the front, oil cooler itself for it. And then I ended up going with the thermostatic plate just because we want to run colder oil, obviously, but we don't want it to take forever for the car to warm up in the morning. So that's why I spent the extra $40 for this. Really good investment, highly recommend it. So we're here, we're about to start. There's a hell of a lot better videos out there to explain how to do this, but I'm not gonna be that video. Well, I am kind of, but I'm just gonna be showing you how it looked on my car and like the process of it. Basically, this is like how you would go about how you would look and the amount of time. So almost 11 o'clock. Let's see how long this takes me. I do know you need to take the wheels off, take the fender liners out, unbolt the plastic skid plate, take these bad boys out, and you'll finally get the bumper off. I do want to have these hoses exposed just a little bit to show off. Maybe I'll do a little pattern on the front bumper, see what I can do here. All right, so I got the wheel off and the fender liner off. I ended up having to disconnect the underglow as well as it was connected to the front bumper. Shouldn't be too hard to rewire. Now all I need to do is take off the plastic clips here and take off the 10mm and as well take off the fender liner here. So far it is 11:27. So it looks like it's an hour to take off this bumper with like all the safety clips and stuff, OEM. But I'm pretty sure with a quick release, this would be a lot easier. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the day running lights from here. That way when I pull the bumper off, they're not bitching at me. So I went ahead and took the clips all off from the front bumper. I recommend putting them in a safe spot. So my system is everything on the right, all the clips are on the right, everything on the left, all the bolts and screws and things are on the left. Things in the middle go inside the car. Dad taught me, that's what I've been using, but we should be able to take the bumper off now. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Taking off that bumper was so much harder because of this plug right here. There's a plug, there's a little clip right here that you have to push in really hard and then pull out. There we go, it's this clip right here. It's such a tiny leverage, but I recommend don't cut your thumbnails because Jesus Christ, that was really hard. There's a styrofoam protector over the bash bar. The bash bar is held up by 4 12mm bolts. So I just kept on there, and those obviously just go right here. But now we get to the fun part. I get to actually install it. All in all, to take off the bumper following a YouTube video took me an hour. So yes, I've been listening to the same song for an hour. Don't be judging. But while I'm here, I'm gonna clean this up a bit. I might as well do that since I'm here already. It would not be a car part installation if something didn't go wrong. So I put the bracket on, and then first off, that piece right there does not fit very good, but I guess it's up to pressure. So whenever I screwed it in with an Allen wrench, it fit perfectly, but it's pressurized in there. Anyways, you put the bracket on this side, ready to go. This metal piece right here crashes with the oil cooler, not letting me screw onto the support right here. So that is a problem. That is a big boy problem. These bolts at the bottom do not line up. So if I put it lined up perfectly with this hole right here, that does not line up perfectly, but it's doable. But then I have a struggle of this. So the instructions say that since this has a nut on the back, common sense would tell you this goes on the back, that way the screw goes in and attaches with the nut. But then if I screw that on there, I'm screwed over here. These holes don't line up. So either I make new holes, 2 new holes, so this fits or not. another problem. If I stick it down there, it gets stuck right there by this metal piece right there. So I am probably gonna have to shave that off in order for this to fit. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I finally got that hooked up there. Ended up getting a little bit ghetto, but I managed to pull this back and now it clears. And I ended up just zip tying it on here. These are the bolts that come with it, but these don't line up. I tried to line it up with at least one bolt, but it will not budge. So I just ended up zip tying it, and it's pretty secure. At least I have one bolt actually to the chassis. This ain't going nowhere. It does have a little give right over here, but shouldn't be too bad considering this is going to be leading the lines through here, through back here. The oil cooler's on. I connected the lines. They do recommend to put oil in it, so I am just going to test fit the bash bar and see where I can put the lines. But aside from now, it is officially on. Now, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. Should I do exposed or hidden? Like, they recommend to hide it, zip tie it up, call it a day. But I don't know if you guys have seen Zeno and his BRZ. He has it going up to his hood to his oil filter. So I don't know. I'm really debating whether or not to have this cut through the front bumper and have this exposed or not. I think as of right now, I'm gonna save up some money and get a different bumper, but I think I'm just gonna have this hidden for now. We got reinforcements, more like moral support. Say hi, Ellie.
What are you gonna do with the oil?
Throw it out.
Where?
Out there. I'm gonna throw it in the grass.
Wildlife.
Fuck it. Just some guy.
What did you do?
I dropped the bolt. Sad things. I dropped the bolt in there. Fuck. Hey, do you have your oil filter remover tool? Ow!
That's what you get, bitch.
There's even more oil. Fuck. Are you? You're on my toes. Oh shit!
Oh my god. It's like that one commercial. Okay, what's that?
This is a thermostatic plate. I basically put this bitch on there.
On what?
I put the oil filter on here, and these lines are connected here. Like that. This goes right there, so this can screw on there. Capiche?
I worked for our like little news show, so we did like a bunch of like edits and stuff.
Is it falling? God damn it. Well, whoever parks here is gonna have a fun time getting, ow. Well, I'm getting wet right now, but she turns on, and well, that's the reality of it. Fuck. Well, the rain caught me off guard. It was not supposed to rain today, but here we are, drenched, and the car is spilling oil everywhere because I didn't tighten it. I don't have enough time to do it. So I'm gonna end up doing that tomorrow, but hopefully it'll pass. It looks like it's starting to die down again. So, all right. So here's like the difference. I have been beating on this car all day. The temperature will not go above 200. That means that oil coolant thermostatic plate is putting in work. I highly recommend this mod. You can beat your car all day long and your temperatures won't rise. I highly recommend it. Even if you stay at high RPMs.